Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Rogue Trader. Last time we were dealing with a situation with Cabela where she was running an investigation to find, I guess, more of the Gene Stealer cult that has been in the area and eventually tracking down where they came from, I think. I'm remembering that, right? I think so. But it went a little long, and so we said we'd talk to Cabela at the start of this episode to see if she has anything to say about how that investigation all turned out. But it looks like she does not.
May the Undying One shroud your footsteps from the faithless.
So I guess after that, all we have is to go back to the map, see where we go now. We've been slowly making our way around, trying to get to the Forgotten Twins, I think, through an uncharted star. Yeah, I think our goal is to get Nameless Star, there it is, to get here to Forgotten Twins, because there's some Eldari stuff there, as well as I think we got 2 quests there. So we just came up here. I think this is a system we've not visited. We must have just traveled here. And there is a rumor in the area of dumped cargo somewhere around here. Let's head in. Silence of Mer Segret. We've got, looks like 4 planets to check out. Nothing really else in the system. Pick up this. Ooh, we had already found a Archotech mechanism fragment elsewhere. So this will be another piece. And then we've got 5 phlogiston, whatever that is. We don't have any yet, so I think it's probably a good idea. 5 is a reasonable number, so let's extract them. And at some point when we need them, we've got them. That's 1 planet down. What about you? Ashworld has nothing of value. Ashworld added... Oh, to Worlds of the Expanse. What is this Worlds of the Expanse? Okay. So this is just different types of worlds. Well, no, we'd found apparently 2 of them so far. There was a world type that we were specifically told to keep an eye out for. What was that? Not contracts, has to be rumors. There was someone who told us they were specifically looking for burning worlds. They're willing to pay extra. So maybe keep an eye out for burning worlds. Desert World has 4 Promethium. So have we found burning worlds? We've found 2 burning worlds, actually. Do I want that Promethium? We already have 7 Promethium. This is only 4. 4 is a reasonable number. But I think we can come back for it. Is there any way for me to find worlds that I found Promethium on that I'm not yet extracting? Because it won't be colony management. Oh! I guess we've finished colony stuff. So it doesn't alert me when we finish colony stuff. I have to specifically go here to find it? That's a bit tedious. Or maybe there was an alert somewhere that I just missed. Let's see. I guess let's start another project. If we can. We could do Good Tidings. because the rest of these we haven't met the requirements, but we could do this. The Order of the Hammer has closely held an ambitious dream to erect a giant spire that will reach up to Falstone's orbit. From there, a powerful Vox station will broadcast prayers and sermons to the entire planet, while the voice of the astropathic choir will carry the sacred words all across the Koronus Expanse. The good tidings will be heard throughout the Vox spectrum, rallying the Imperium subjects. That is a cool idea. Just a giant broadcasting tower that also broadcasts an astropathic choir of just prayers and sermons. Like, from a 40k perspective, that is awesome. It'll take us to Phlogiston, which we just got, and then to Adamantine, which we have a little of. It blocks the bonfires of righteousness. What is that? Because I don't want to block it if I would prefer to have this one. On Falstone, the faithful are brimming with fanatical zeal. Their faith commands them to exterminate the subhumans, the mutants, and the weak of faith in their midst. Then they must travel to other worlds of the Protectorate to continue the holy cleansing. Creations of the blasphemous xenos, traces of heresy, and tomes of dangerous knowledge abound in the Koronus Expanse. Let the bonfire's flames consume the corruption. Okay. So this is just an extremely zealous burn anything that is remotely blasphemous. Xenos, heresies, mutants, dangerous knowledge, burn it all. Boost the profit factor, which would be nice, and security. But this is going to cost us having a bunch of complacency and efficiency, which will be a while. This would give us frequency of faith feature. All allies gain our dogmatic rank % bonus to critical hit chance. That's not bad. This would just give us a sword. If the wielder kills an enemy with charge, this ability has no cooldown. What ability? This blade has been blessed by the preacher by the name of Himelisk. While dispersing a crowd, an unmannerly warden swung it at the Emperor's servant, only to receive an epiphany of faith, fall to his knees, and tearfully plead Prophet's forgiveness. The Prophet was merciful to the warden and took the sword from his hand, promising that henceforth it would only strike at enemies of the faith. I'm assuming... No, I don't know what ability. Oh, charge itself is the ability we're talking about. If the wielder kills an enemy with charge, charge has no cooldown. So you could immediately charge again if you can just keep killing enemies. I think that's what it's saying, because charge normally doesn't have a cooldown. You can use it every turn. So it must be meaning that you can use it without a cooldown during the same turn, which would be cool. And it's a good sword. But I'm fine, I think, with good tidings. We don't need to go bonfires of righteousness. Particularly since we have a Xenos in our crew. But this boosts complacency. I don't know if that's good or not. Complacency for all colonies. So this isn't just for this colony. I'm fine with good tidings. What does it take to get the rest of these? Reputation, reputation, reputation. Alright, we'll do good tidings. Are these reliant on... which ones of these we've chosen? No. This one is. This one requires us to have bonfires of righteousness that would allow us to do a crusade. Oh, man. This one requires good tidings. So, if we got good tidings, we couldn't do the crusade in rank 3, but we would have an option between Shrine or in Drusus's Footsteps. I think I'm fine with Shrine rather than Crusade. Crusade might be the more dogmatic, like strongly dogmatic. But I'm clearly not strongly dogmatic. I'm mainly dogmatic, but also a good amount of iconoclast. And so we might go, yeah, I'm fine with good tidings. You work on that. Janus, anything from you? Yes. Secret of the Winter Scales was completed, which allows us to make something. What did that one give us? I remember there were pros and cons. Yes, we're able to make a bunch of chemicals and promethium because we stole the secret from Winterscale. But we knew that Winterscale is going to learn about it, and it will have consequences. So we could go for Cure for Sloth. Since the grimy masses are so lazy, Wise Lord will add substitutes to their daily communion that ensure obedience and diligence. Once purified and distilled, these truly miraculous plant-based chemicals will make a commoner forget their fatigue and their purposeless pastimes, and once their body is burnt out and withered, they will simply be replaced by a new worker. Ugh. Just drug the people so they are perfect workers until they die. That feels bad. Basically, pseudonym, basically. So we can't do this one until we have giants. I don't even see that giants is an option. That's weird. Maybe it was something we could have gotten if we'd chosen a different option. Or maybe Giants is available at a different location. Yeah, Kiava Gamma. So if we chose Giants on Kiava Gamma, then Janus would have the option of this. Weird. Reputation, reputation. Oh, and it blocks Science of Virtue. Science of Virtue blocks... So these are exclusive. But I can't do either, so I no need to think about it. And these are going to be exclusive. And both of them are blocked because of reputation. This one is free to just do. It just feels bad. Though I said the same thing about indulgences and did them anyway on Foulstone. It costs us 3 chemicals. Of which we have 9. And then boost efficiency everywhere. I guess we'll do it. I don't feel good about it. But we're going to do it. This is 40k. All that matters is efficiency and production. We still don't need the promethium yet. So I will hold off on that. There's got to be some way of just saying, where can I find promethium? And have it a list of all the planets we've passed by. 2 plasteel. I don't care about 2 plasteel. So yeah, even here it doesn't show that there was plasteel found on this world. And you would think it would. It's really weird. Or if I could click on here and have it show that we found plasteel in X locations. Let's go back out, I suppose. Because I hope I don't have to go all the way back through all these locations. Okay, we can see that there was plasteel here. There it is. So I can hover over and I can see promethium and plasteel are found in this location, but not the amounts, but that I'm not currently mining them. I wish it also told me the amounts. But that's fine, I suppose. We'll consider this location finished and try and make our way here. Hopefully, charting a new route will find a route. It did. It's a dangerous route, but we can make that unsafe. We're slowly building up our navigator's insight because we're not making them all safe. Although there is something to be said for making the routes that we use regularly safe. Maybe that has value, because it seems like however we change these routes, they stay. Like, it's... At first I assumed it would just be a one-time thing, like we are spending this currency, so for this one trip it's going to be safe, but then it goes back to being dangerous. But no, we are putting this currency into permanently making that a safer trip. So yeah, for things that, like major pathways, maybe I should have made them safe. But it's fine. How bad can unsafe be? The warp jump went smoothly enough, although many crew members reported strange incidents while they were asleep. They sensed someone approaching them and laying a hand on their forehead. Then the hand seemed to pass through their skin, through their skull, and with tender motions it sorted their jumbled thoughts into some sort of order. After the strange incident, Jay Haidari was uncharacteristically somber for almost 2 watches and spent several hours in the ship's chapel praying. We don't know much, or Jai, I guess. We don't know much about Jai, since we haven't taken her out with us much. And her story hasn't continued in any sort of meaningful way. The Imperium released us from its grip this time. Langrenn's belt. This might be where the dumped cargo is. Or it might not. We do have pirates. Drifting cargo. Well, that's probably our dumped cargo. We'll scan the planet first. Unsafe lets you get side stuff. That's true. I mean, presumably we could say the same thing about dangerous and deadly, as they allow side things to occur. Though I think those... I don't know what happens if we travel on a deadly route. How bad it could get. Or if unsafe has... If unsafe has the same potential outcomes, but just less likely that they're bad. Or if deadly and dangerous have worse outcomes that you know you're not going to get with unsafe. I guess, is it a percentage chance that certain things will happen? Or are there actually worse things that happen on the worse deadliness? Anyway, 6 plasteel seems like a good amount to actually mine it. Even though we've got tons of plasteel at this point. Let's have it over here to the drifting cargo. We found... which one of these is the one I'm looking at here? It's showing me... Oh, can be equipped. That must be the new one, the one on the right. Long-range broadside plasma macro cannons, which fire 3 shots dealing 33 damage per shot. So currently we have 2 macro batteries that are doing 4 shots of 14 to 21, depending. 3 for 33 is certainly better than the 4 for 14. And long range also sounds cool. No, don't put that in cargo. So let's go to our ship. Here. No. Here. There we go. And we want to replace the 4 for 14. Which I'm guessing is you? So 3 for 33 and 4... No, that's 4 for 14. Come on. We want the 4 for 21. Wherever that one went. Here. So that's the 4 for 14. We want to replace it with the 4 for 21. 4 for 21, 3 for 33. Perfect. It's not super clear when looking at this how they're connected there, but it's fine. We have 211 scrap. Do I want to upgrade anything? We could upgrade our RAM because we haven't yet. That only helps when we ram. And we don't ram much. I'm willing to put a little bit of scrap into it, since we can downgrade for no loss. Alright, last planet to check out. And then we deal with pirates. We've got something to actually interact with. The cold windy planet is covered by a ranging sea of mustard gray grass, so tall it reaches an average human's waist. The monotony of the endless steppe is occasionally broken by chains of murky green lakes, but the auger crew spots a far more interesting anomaly, a scar running several dozen kilometers deep, splitting the world's equator in two. After 2 exploration watches, the crew intercepts a faint signal coming from one of the labor settlements in the deep chasm. Due to the unstable connection, the foreman mistakes your vessel for a winter-scale ship. One was due to arrive 9 cycles ago. The foreman grimly reports over the weak channel that the adamantine ore deposits on the world are nearly depleted and that the planet will be fully mined out in less than a decade. With some difficulty, he picks up enough words to understand that the ship in orbit belongs to another rogue trader house, then awkwardly apologizes and falls silent. At some point, the connection cuts off completely and you leave the foreman and his prospectors to wait for their real master. Huh. I guess we missed out on an opportunity there, because it didn't give us any sort of options. Maybe there was some sort of dice roll that would have changed things. I don't know. And yeah, 5 provisions, we'll extract those. We're getting down in extractiums. We only have 3 left. So at some point we're going to need to figure out how to get more of them. Or find a trader that we can buy more of them from. Alright. It's time to battle pirates, I guess. I mean, I could just upgrade the RAM because it's a thing I can upgrade at no cost. But no, let's just take them on. Drop down a quick save just to be sure. You sight a ship hovering over a void station. The vessel bears no identifying marks, but the landing craft swarming the station below makes the situation clear. Pirates have seized an Imperial outpost. The augurs detect that the pirate ship is warming up its engines, quickly reloading its cannons. It is preparing for battle. Attempt to hail the pirates or attack first or retreat. We could talk to them just to find out what's going on before we immediately attack. But we're probably going to attack anyway. Oh, speaking of pirates, I found out from a YouTube comment about that previous event that happened a while ago, where we saw pirates with a well-known ship from Footfall. And I took it to mean, based on the writing, that they were attacking that ship. And so I took out the pirates, and then the game was trying to get me to attack that remaining ship. And I was like, I'm not going to attack, you know, a merchant vessel. I'm not going to go into piracy. Apparently what the game intended and did not write well is that the ship had already been captured by pirates. And so we would have been basically killing the pirates and taking the treasure for ourselves that had already been pirated. But since it wasn't clear, I thought it was still owned by the merchants and let it run off. So, yeah, there's a note for anyone who remembers that event. Instead of responding to your hail, the ship fires a salvo and sets course towards you. Okay. Did we start out taking a hit from that? Or is that just flavor text? Here's me trying to be diplomatic, and they just shoot me. Come on.
I lift up my voice in prayer for this vessel and its hollowed guns.
We don't have a Master of Etherics? Odd. Okay, so there are 4 pirate ships. You can do... Okay, so that's what they're calling long range. I guess it is a longer range. Sadly, this ship is outside of the range of our main cannon. If I move forward a bit, I'll have you in that shot. No, we're gonna have to go forward even farther to be able to shoot anyone else. What if we did go all the way to the end? That actually drops him from being out of range of that. But we can blast you, you again, and you from there. So let's go forward just to here. We'll use our lance weapon. Blast you.
Fire the lance batteries!
Then there is always the option of ramming, but no. Then if we move forward to the end... Right? Yeah. We can fire on you. Oh, you are nearly dead. That sounds great to me.
Leave their hull strewn across the star!
Goodbye.
Another salvo!
Changing course, disengage. Let's live to fight another day. Too late for you.
Annihilate them!
And let's throw out our torpedoes. I'm good with that for our turn. Running away, just like, nope. Mistakes were made. Get back here, you coward. Okay, so they are all moving to the right, so we can start turning that direction. Oh, they're gonna take out my torpedoes. Shame. That one might actually escape. If I went here, out of curiosity... Okay, we could shoot them with our long-range gun. So we can take them out almost certainly. So then if I go here... No, from there I can't actually hit you. If I go here, then I can hit them with this. How do I want to do this? I think I'm fine with shooting you here. I'll just ignore the torpedoes for now. I could shoot you with this as well. Or save that for you. But no, I think we'll try and take out this ship. We did not take out the ship. Well, that is a shame. Oh, we can't actually hit you with this from there. If I went here, then I could. But does that prevent me from carrying on to here? No, that's following that path. Oh, nope, that... We want to get to here so that they're within range so we can finish them off. But then I can't hit you. Oh no, I can hit you from where I am right now. Perfect. Perfect, perfect.
Another salvo!
We don't need to move for that. Ah. Even better, you're down. Then we move here. Then I can finish you off. Almost certainly, 90% chance.
This one's going down.
And I doubt their torpedoes... You lived. Well, that's just disappointing. Extra range, new heading on a turn. Torpedo control, swing run. Okay, just need to keep in mind those abilities. They both lived. That's disappointing. I doubt the torpedoes can turn sharp enough that I'm in danger, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, that pirate is just trying to get out of here as fast as they can. Both of them are just running. Unfortunate. We're not probably going to be able to kill both of them. If I went here, I could hit you with that. Part of me wants to try and do the swing run. But if I did that, that would put us about here, which is nowhere near far enough. What is your effect you have? Disengaging. So you're just trying to run. What about you? You are not... Nope, you're also disengaging. No, so if I want to hit you, I can't do the swing run. I've got to go all the way. Then I can hit you. Arguably, if I was like back here... No, I'd have to be here. Yeah. Kind of have to go there. From where I am right now, I can hit the torpedoes. And if I did the extended range with the augers, I could probably hit them with that as well. So we'll start out taking the shot. Just try and take out the torpedoes so I'm not worried about them. Did you miss with basically every shot? That's disappointing. Let's do the auger array, so then we can hit them with this.
Fire right now!
Wow. We do not have good shots, apparently. I guess technically from here we hit, because there's that slight bit that juts out. Hopefully this time we kill them, because last time it seemed to do basically no damage. There you go. We'll just end our turn here. I don't need to move farther. That gets me farther away from where I'm supposed to be. Torpedoes might actually be able to turn around and get us. I guess let's put out torpedoes so that maybe we can hit them, but I doubt it. Yeah, and they're just running. Alright, torpedoes. Let's get you here. End turn. We can use Argenta to move the torpedoes again. Just get them a little bit farther ahead. And then if we did new heading, it means we can turn farther, which is probably better than swing run. So new heading. If we went here, I'm sure we don't have anywhere near enough range, and we don't. That's probably our best bet. Just to try and take out these pirates. Alright, torpedoes. Send you, I think, there. Feels like we're closing in on them. Any other abilities I can use that would help? No, the ram doesn't actually move us further forward. I mean, technically it looks like it does. Flagship is then slowed and unable to move. No, so I don't think ramming would actually help us. I was hoping it'd be like charge where you can move and then charge after with our melee characters, but no. Come on, stop running.
They pale before the mastery of the void.
Fine. Well, we ranked up to rank 3, so that's nice. And then we got 2 trophies, of which I can't... It's not just showing me what that one is. Okay, and 62 scrap. Ancient machinery and something. Let's level up. I'm still not used to the ship leveling up. So... reloads all macro cannons that were fired during the acceleration phase. Okay, so yeah, you got those 3 different ship movement ranges. So acceleration phase is that first one. So if we fired macro cannons during that acceleration phase, which we do on occasion, then this would allow us to immediately get those guns back so that we can fire them again later on. That's cool. Allows the use of both abilities of one selected post for one turn. We don't have multiple abilities on a post yet. And does it tell me what post these are for? Reinforced shields. A chosen sector of the flagship's void shields is reinforced until it suffers damage. Has an increased chance of absorbing enemy attacks and loses only half of its strength when absorbing damage. Neat. Shallow warp jump in a forward direction. That's cool. That's a definite maybe. Shield pulse. Are we gonna... Yeah, we get to choose 2. So I'm definitely leaning towards that. Overloads the enemy shields, redistributing them with the weakest side facing the flagship. If the enemy has a hollow field, it loses several of its charges. Pulse can also negatively impact other xenotechnology. It expends 25% of the flagship shields, so it weakens our shields to wreak havoc on their shields. Fires up its maneuvering thrusters and slides a short distance to one side. Oh, that's also a weird option that I don't know how often it will be needed. But probably a good one to have when I need it. Let's see. Flagship's augers scan an enemy ship to highlight its weak points. All damage dealt to a weak point is increased by 30%. Only one weak point can be highlighted at a time. So that's like our assassins finding a weak point, but we are nowhere near as maneuverable in our ship to be able to actually target that weak point. It'd be basically luck. Right, and then this one where you forcibly turn an enemy ship, doing tons of damage as you do so. I like both of these, the shallow jump and the warp wave, but strafe also feels like it'll be useful on occasion. Do any of our posts have those? Why do I not have anyone as a master of ethics? Looks like Cabela would be able to do it just fine, and so would Adira. I think I actually would have had Adira in that post, given her skill. Although... Irliet, that's her name, is better at it. We've got you as the Supreme Commander currently, and I think that is still wise. Yeah, I don't know what happens if we choose an option for our ship that our commanders don't have. Just looking at the skills to make sure we still have the best people in each location, because we set them in place quite a while ago before we got several of these party members. I think we're gonna go with Irliet in that post, which means Arc Augury, which we already have, will now do better at. That doesn't appear to be one we can upgrade. We don't actually have a warp channeler ability, but it looks like the warp wave and shallow jump are warp abilities. How do we get those on our commander so that as warp channeler we have them? Because if I chose them, say shallow jump, I guess warp channeler, I'm at 84. Next best would be Adira. She's got warp wave. Would I want to replace myself with Adira? Let's grab warp wave. I like the idea of it. Oh, we won't be able to see until we grab both of them, because it doesn't show up here yet, because we haven't actually finished the upgrade. You here had the Arc Augury, not the vulnerability scan. Right. Still trying to understand the ship mechanics. I'm going to grab both of these, just to see how it works out. So we now know, oh, it just immediately puts it there. I thought that was based upon what our commanders have. Your ship has reached a new level. You can open the void ship management screen from the panel on the right by pressing V. One of the tabs you can improve the abilities and upgrades you've already have or choose new ones. Yeah, why are you telling me how to level up a ship right when I finish leveling up my ship for the second time? So now we have those options available. But when I look at my picture, I don't have it. So maybe that's the difference, is abilities that we can upgrade are because those people have them. So torpedo control we couldn't upgrade because Argenta doesn't have torpedo control. If we threw Jai in there, say, then we could upgrade it. So we're not necessarily upgrading the ship's usage of this ability, we're upgrading the commander's use of the ability. So if we wanted our shields, having him there, we'd want to have this ability available so that we could upgrade it to be better. Typically, it seems to be just reducing the cooldown, but not always. So we can't upgrade either of these because Ignatius doesn't have them, and I don't know how to give him these. Just some people have them and some people don't. I'm shocked that Ignatius doesn't have either of them because he is a very warp-focused psyker. But whatever. We also got a new component. Sort from newest to oldest. So is this what we just got? I think it is experience, battle, and use. Yeah. So we could put another long range, 3 for 21. We would replace our 4 for 21. So we'd be doing one less shot but have slightly longer range. The long range didn't actually seem to be terribly longer. So I'd rather have the extra shot, I think, in my mind. We did actually take some damage. I didn't think anything made it through our shields, but I guess it did. So let's spend 7 scrap to repair, because I like always being at full health. Or maybe we gained health from leveling up, but it counts as unrepaired. I don't know. But we could upgrade our hull again, because we have quite a bit of scrap once again. I'm fine with that. Since we can downgrade it and get all of our scrap back, then why not? Okay,